go. Let's go.
Yo, what is good? What is good? What is good? Welcome to episode 32 of the Sports4U Wrestling Podcast. The Nemesis tour continues. I am Trail. That's my guy, John. And today, you see the faces, you see the special guests, you know it's always up to no good in the hood. We got my guys, Mike D's making his return back to Sports4U Wrestling, and we got our guy A from Detroit. Collectively, they are wrestling from the 313. Fellas, what is good? What is good? How y'all doing?
What up, though?
What's good, man? Chilling. Another night as a fan of professional wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, you ain't never lied. Hey, speaking of being a fan of professional wrestling, this weekend, the WWE as a whole has probably one of the biggest Memorial Day weekends probably in the history of the company, because not only we got Saturday night's main event on Saturday night, obviously, but also NXT is having Battlegrounds also on Sunday. So it's going to be a fully loaded wrestling Memorial Day weekend for people who want to barbecue and just chill at the crib, have your double dose of wrestling. So we're going to dive into it, man. First off, John, how you doing, my guy? How you doing? He's definitely on a delay, but we're going to get into it then. So first off, we're going to start off with the NXT predictions. It's pretty much loading up to be a good pay-per-view. So you boys excited for that? Mike D, how you feeling about Battlegrounds coming up?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to see Trick Williams and Joe Hendry. I think we're going to see history in that match. I'm leave it at that. But
yeah, go ahead.
And Obafemi is going up against what's the guy name?
Miles Bourne.
Miles Bourne, yeah. That's gonna be an interesting match. So I'm just like you said, it's Memorial Day weekend. It's gonna be a good wrestling weekend. I'm excited.
Back. Hey, Abe, how you feeling about Battlegrounds this weekend, my guy?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be way more entertaining than Saturday night main event. So I'm definitely looking forward to NXT for that standpoint. I don't think nothing crazy gonna happen. I was thinking maybe like Mike was saying, maybe Trick Williams pull it off, but man, he's still a sucker too. They both suckers. You flip a coin and either one of them suckers gonna win. It don't even matter.
All right, well, since we already on the subject, let's just go ahead and talk about it. The first match that we're gonna go over is basically Trick Williams going up against Joe Hendry for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Now, like I mentioned this multiple times, Joe Hendry has been battling a torn labrum injury, but it doesn't seem like it's been stopping him. But the momentum Trick is having, could Trick Williams be the first one to win a title on another brand? Mike D, what you think? Does Trick Williams have a shot, or this is pretty much it for him?
I think it's a little bit of both, but I'm kind of leaning towards him beating Joe Hendry just on the strength of it'll be the history factor to it. Him being the first TNA champion on the WWE roster, I think that'll just kind of have people talking. Yeah, and he's been acting heelish like the last month or two or something like that. Like actually have to stand and deliver. So I think he kind of need this win to kind of take this heel character serious. But I think if he lose, then he probably on his way to the main roster.
Hopefully, man, so many chances this man can get at a heavyweight title. And Joe Hendry said it like, you already excommunicated from an NXT title. If you lose to this is it for you too. So
yeah.
So hey, what you think about good old Trick Willie shot this Sunday? Can he pull it off?
Hell no, he can't pull it off. Ain't no way. How Joe Hendry retained this man WrestleMania against Randy Orton. Trick can't even get over on his own federation. He can't even main event his own stuff for his title. So ain't no way they about to waste that whole momentum that Joe Hendry has on no Trick, stank ass Williams. Ain't no way. I mean, I like Trick. I'm not saying I don't like Trick. I'm just saying right now, I'm not resonating with him. He's trying to figure something out. It's just not quite there. Joe Hendry, as much as I don't like him, his brand is ready. It's rolling. It's making money. No need to knock it off the track for him. You know what I mean?
Right. So, in case y'all haven't figured it out, and Trick, if you're watching, basically what Abe is telling you,
go fuck yourself.
Pretty much. I don't know what type of show this is. So I'm like, do I go that far? But you said it for me. Hey, Trick, do that. Do that. I don't like what you're doing right now. I don't like what you're doing right now. You're coming out rapping, looking like a dumbass. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, that was a vibe. That was a vibe I was getting from Abe, man. So I was like, it sounded like he just should tell Trick to go fuck himself and get off my TV.
Yeah, man, get out of here, man.
Hey, John, what you got?
I don't even like Joe Hendry.
Go ahead. But by default, it's like you can't stand Trick more than the.
I don't know. I don't know if I can follow, but Abe just said.
Go ahead, John. Speak your piece. Oh, he's on the delay.
Man. Oh,
John over there on America Online.
I don't know how to follow that up, but I think it's gonna be a banger of a match. But I got Trick Williams being the first person that's gonna bring.
Okay. So before the internet said hold my beer, he said that he said he got Trick Williams pulling out the upset, which John actually's been consistent with that. He's been saying it for the past since we talked about this merger, and since Trick has been on the pursuit, he believes that Trick Williams is gonna make history.
That's what we're doing right
now. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I believe there's a chance he might do it. Oh, damn. But Nessa's already on John's head already, not the America Online.
Something going on over there.
And she's a big fan of Trick. Sorry, Abe. But she loves Trick Williams. But I think she more loves the catchphrase over anything else.
Yeah, me too. I like the catchphrase too. Let's sing it together. But just not as new champion.
I think sometimes a wrestler's entrance can make you a fan of them. You know what I'm saying? Because look at if you go back to NXT, Bobby Roode and the whole glorious theme song and how everybody got behind that. I think that's what it is with Trick Williams, and the same thing with Joe Hendry.
Hey, boss lady, you good? So you found husband number 3? Shout out to boss lady. And pretty much Anessa agrees. She mostly likes Trick because of the catchphrase and the theme song, because it kind of gives you that hustle and flow. If y'all know what also flow was, that hits home very, very well. Yeah, we all exactly. Husband number 3. Hey, y'all ladies good. Don't let you hear about that. But anyway, all right. So pretty much, Abe got Joe Hendry by default. Mike, you said you got Joe Hendry too, right?
No,
I'm gonna go with Trick.
He going with Trick.
Oh, you got Trick. All right. So I actually got Trick because I picked Trick multiple times to pull the upset. So hopefully that's what happens. I'm actually pulling for Trick Williams to get it done. So next up, we basically got the battle for the right to be the Dawn of the family, and that is Stacks, Lorenzo, and Tony D'Angelo battling out for the honor of being the head boss of the family. I seen this coming from a long time. He's been the underboss for like 2 years, going on 3. So I know eventually it was his time to shine. And we were in the building in Vegas at Stand and Deliver when Stacks did the unthinkable and turned on Tony. So we already know this was setting up to be a battle. Hey, what you think about this rivalry and who you got winning?
I've been enjoying this, man. This entire rivalry. I like the underboss. I like the whole story. But if I had to pick somebody, it probably would be Tony D. I think Tony D wins, but at the same time, somehow the underboss, maybe everybody turn on Tony D, even though he win, the family still side with the underboss. Something like that, you know. But I just see Tony getting the win. You know, he done came a long way, man. He need a win to, because I think he's gonna be the one to beat Oba and take that title. I can see that in the future. So I think they got to keep him strong and get him prepared for that next journey in his story.
All right, Mike, who you got?
I'm kind of leaning towards Stacks. I think Stacks gonna have like his own little crew. I think he got his own little crew he putting together or whatever. And it's wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Something gotta happen, you know what I'm saying? And this is one of them. This ain't like one of them matches or one of them scenarios where like everybody in the family could turn on Tony D. And like you said, like Abe said, you know, that could, you know, turn something like, you know, take them to the next step, and that's the NXT championship. So I'm gonna go with Stacks. I think just because probably the story just need like a new little twist or whatever.
Yep.
I want to pick Stacks, but I think I'm gonna go with the Don. For a reason is I think they're gonna drag this out at least another match. I'm gonna have the Don win, get the first victory, but eventually they should have a loser leaves the family type of match on the second match, and I think that's where Stacks should probably win, and you know Tony D would be the loser, and he has to leave the family, therefore probably getting his call up to NXT to the main roster in the summer, because we haven't seen Lucifino since he ran into Stacks in the desert.
Right, where the hell he at?
Yeah.
So I think he probably got into Lucifino's ears. So next time you see Lucifino, he might help Stacks win. So I got the Don winning this one. I got Stacks winning the second one, but I won't be surprised nor shocked if Stacks actually gets the job done and actually just get rid of him now. But right. I think they should drag this out at least till probably SummerSlam weekend. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a takeover or something for SummerSlam. Since it's gonna be 2 nights, so they should definitely do that.
This story been like a Tubi Sopranos.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been low key the most interesting story. It's low key been very interesting. And John, who you got in the battle of the Dons?
Oh man, I think Stacks wins, and I desert. So I think he resurfaces on Sunday, and he sides with Stacks. Now I don't know what's gonna happen with Rizzo. I think he's gonna be the first of these soldiers to build his families. Like you said, I think they dragged this out at least to probably the summer because after Battleground they don't have no other PL. They probably Heat Wave will probably be their next PLE probably, and they could drag that out to summer like you were to SummerSlam weekend like you were saying just now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping because this story been too juicy, too good to just have have Stacks just win up the bat. Unless you want to have Stacks just go undefeated against the Don to the point that Stacks is like, all right, I'm tired of dealing with you. This is it. Loser leaves. But I think the Don should win first, and then Stacks will not give up because he wants to be the boss, not the underboss. So I think they should still do like a loser leaves NXT, loser leaves the family, and it's up to Sean to determine if the Don is ready to get called up, which I think he is, because we haven't seen a gimmick like that on the main roster since FBI. And so for him to be in a legit, Don, that shit will work.
Dang.
I agree.
So the next match was just added as of last night after the number one contenders match. Kalani Jordan will challenge Sol Ruka for the Women's North American Championship. I didn't think Kalani was going to get a rematch for this title already because everyone's always saying the former champs go to the back of the line, this, the back of the line, that. But here we are. Kalani actually gets a pinfall victory over Zarya last night on NXT. So now I'm just going to plain out say it. Kalani's not winning. I got Sol Ruka snatching her soul. Probably one of the most beautiful soul snatchers. That's like the best female RKO I've ever seen in my life. I never thought a woman would be able to pull that off, but here we are. Mike, who you got winning this match? You got Kalani going back-to-back 2 years straight at Battlegrounds?
No, I'm going to go with Sol Ruka. She's going to be Sol Ruka. I think it's going to be a good match. And I think eventually Sol Ruka is going to have a match with her tag team partner, Zarya. Is that her name?
Yeah.
I think that's going to eventually happen. But, yeah, it's going to be a good back and forth match. They're going to have nice little spots where they, flip in the air and stuff like that. But, yeah, once Sol Ruka hit that finisher, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I agree. B, get some help, brother. Get some help. She be snatching everybody's souls. So, Abe, who you got, man? You got Sol Ruka also, or you got
Relax, B.
I got Sol Ruka all day, man. She just started her reign, and there's no way that she about to drop it this quick to Kalani. And plus, I feel like Kalani could be on her way up. So, on NXT, they love to have women go out on, paying dues, putting people over. So I think Kalani is in that phase of putting people over. So Sol Ruka for the dub.
Yeah, I agree. I still think eventually this is going to lead to Zarya taking the title off of Sol Ruka. But we'll see. This is giving me Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash type of things. The Bodyguard will eventually, won a championship on their own. So they're planting the seeds for a breakup. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But yeah, I got Sol Ruka as well. John, who you got? I'd be way behind.
Who do I got?
Huh. I got
Sol winning. I guess I got Sol winning. No, I'm not asleep, boss. Like, my internet is tripping. Calm the F down. I can read, Abe.
Yeah, that is funny. That's funny.
Oh, man.
And Boss Lady ain't playing tonight. She ain't playing tonight. She already shouted out her fourth husband and she ain't playing. Go ahead, John.
But let me get back to what the main thing. I got so Ruka winning, but and like we were talking earlier, Trail, how you didn't want to see Zarya take her first pin on NXT. I had no problem with it because it wasn't like Kaylani beat her clean.
Yeah,
it was pretty much she tried.
What?
What the I swear that wasn't me.
Really?
I need a soundboard. I need a soundboard. Damn it, Abe.
What?
The one thing I say about Zarya, though, I thought that it seemed like that they was kind of like trying to push her on that level with like when they was debuting Julia and Stephanie McCourt. Didn't it seem like that at first with her promos? And then it's like when she got there, she was a baby face, and then they got her in the tag team with Sol Ruka. So I don't know. I think that eventually they gonna turn her into whatever it was she was supposed to be when they was doing her promos.
Yeah, like I can see her being like a monster heel when they pull that trigger, because looks like Jordan Grace is probably gonna be that face. So they're gonna need, and they still got unfinished business there with Jordan Grace and Zarya. So like I'm with you, Mike. When she came onto the scene, it was like, oh shit, this beast just pulled up, and it's like undefeated, has not been pinned, blah blah blah, and next you know, she hasn't been seen. She comes back, she's in the taxi. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, John, what you think about Zarya and Sol Ruka dynamic? You think that split's coming? That's not funny, boss lady. That's not funny, boss lady. All right. Cool. All right. So, speaking of Jordan Grace, this is a match I'm interested in. It's her and Stephanie Vaquer, a.k.a. Mrs. OTC, is battling out for the NXT Women's Championship. This one, I cannot call it down the middle because this one can easily be booked either way. We've seen Stephanie on Monday Night Raw a few times, so I would not be surprised if Jordan Grace does beat Stephanie and that's her call up to either Raw or SmackDown, but I still holding out hope that La Primera is victorious. So I'm still going to go with Stephanie. Abe, who you got winning?
What was that? I can never say. We say La Panera bread.
That's cold, man.
La Panera. What you said. That's who I got winning, man. She been on a roll. She been killing it. So I like Jordan Grace. I like how they had this vignette with her working out and how dedicated she is. I like it all. They putting her together nice. But this is La Primera. Whatever that is. That it's her time, man. Stephanie Vaquer for sure.
Straight. Call up Panera bread. That's funny because I like Panera bread. So
I love me some Panera bread, man. That Panera bread.
Soup bowls. There's soup bowls.
That soup bowl. That avocado toast sandwich, man.
Hey, yeah, man. You want to get bougie with a cheap price? Go to Panera bread.
Right,
change
man.
your life. Mike D, who you got, man? Because this is a tough one to call.
Yeah, but you know what? For some reason, I'm gonna go with Jordan Grace because I think Stephanie Vaquer is gonna go to the main roster, and yeah, and just for the fact, I think Raw's women's roster needs more women on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the only reason why I think Jordan Grace is good. I got a feeling that she's gonna win because I think, Stephanie's gonna go up to the main roster. This should be a good match. It's gonna be a lot of high flying. I know Stephanie McCourt got that high flying style, but then you got Jordan Grace with the power and stuff. So I think they're gonna tell a good story with this match, and we probably will find out who the next challenger is going to be for the NXT Championship too, because they always do something at the end.
Mhm.
Somebody come from somewhere. So that's my prediction.
It needs to be Miss Parker. I'm just saying, give a sister a chance. Like
she bigger than the belt. She don't need the belt. She over.
I know.
Yeah,
but at least give her a one-on-one crack at it. Even if she loses, have her name on the marquee. You know what I'm saying? That name, just that one time, even if she loses. Because I agree, her brand's getting so big that she can graduate from NXT without even carrying the belt. But she will make a good challenger for Jordan Grace should Jordan Grace do win the championship. Because they got to start building their up, and she's a big star there, so why not give her at least one title shot or two, make it the storyline, because they got unfinished business too. But
and don't forget
after
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say after like I said earlier, the way Stephanie was welcomed and everyone was hyped up for after WrestleMania, it's a foregone conclusion that Julia, Roxanne, and Stephanie was getting called up, because I think Stephanie had those barcode things on her that indicates like a call up or something. So I think she might be next. She's that good, and her start is that bright that she just might get called up within just a little over 6 months from being in NXT. So signing Jordan Grace and moving her to NXT instead of the main roster was a good move, because now they saw the trajectory of Stephanie's, fandom and her rise. They can have Jordan Grace right there to carry the NXT banner. So I'm with you, Mike. I can see Jordan Grace sending Stephanie up to the main roster, but I'm still gonna hold out hope that La Panera Bread herself is gonna come out victorious in that match. And let's bring in. Go ahead, Mike.
Real quick, I know we was talking about challengers. I know y'all mentioned Jada Parker. Don't forget Lash Legend is out there too. She's not in Metaphor no more, and she needs something to do too. So I don't know if they're gonna put her in as a challenger for the Women's North American Championship, but this the time for her to. It's the time for them to kind of push her a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. If they're not gonna send Lash Legend to the main roster, have her put her in that title scene. That's another challenger for Jordan Grace as well. So yeah, I got you on that one for sure. Shout out to PSP. What's up with you, my brother? Appreciate you for stopping by. Appreciate the plug. Al BJ, what's going on with you? Hey, so John, what you think? What are your thoughts on this NXT Women's Championship match? You got La Primera, or AKA Panera, or the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace? What? What's going on, Greg? Appreciate you putting up.
What up?
All right. All right. So when we get John, once you get it together, I think that's all. Oh, we got one more match. This one is interesting. We got Randy Orton 2.0, aka Miles Bourne, going against the ruler of NXT, Obafemi. I don't have. Let's call it a spade for spade. I don't have Miles Bourne winning at all. But I predict this man's gonna show up and show out. So I got Oba winning, but I think Miles Bourne is gonna put some eyes on him, and I think he's getting ready for a singles push outside of no quarter catch crew. Abe, what you think about Miles Bourne's possible performance? Do you have him still in the show, or because hopefully this is not a squash match? I don't think it is.
No, no, I don't think it's gonna be a squash match. I think it's gonna be a good match, but there's no way that he is about to beat the ruler. It is no way, chance in hell. But I think his whole gimmick, everything he's been doing lately, is getting over. You know, he resonating with the fans, and whether he wins the title or not, I saw a picture of him online. He's dating Stephanie Vakir, so that man has won in life. To hell with the NXT title. To hell with it. To hell with it. But yeah, it's no way in hell he gonna beat Oba, but I like where he headed. I like it. He's starting to separate himself from that Randy gimmick. Let him be his own man, and we'll see where it go.
Of course, Oba Femi's gonna win this match, but this is interesting. So for me, I think it's kind of interesting because it's like you don't really hear much about Miles Bourne unless you like a big fan of that faction. I think it got to be one of them things where he just putting in the work behind the scenes. He putting the work in his matches, and they like, you know what, we about to push you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a good match. Probably a 4-star match. But he's not about to beat the Wakandan Goldberg.
No way. No way. No way.
Yo, that is crazy. I never heard him being called the Wakandan Goldberg. That is
the Wakandan Goldberg. There's no way.
That shit is funny. I think I'm gonna keep. If you don't mind, Mike, I think I'm gonna keep that myself because that shit is hilarious. The Wakandan Goldberg. But yeah, I agree, Greg. He's gonna make a statement. I didn't know at first. I didn't know that he was actually like partially deaf. So until I heard about it, then I really started listening to him speak. So I'm like, oh, okay. So for him to be in the position that he's in, it is going to inspire a lot of people. So I can see where this is going. He's going to be very marketable in the long run. So, and the guy is gifted. He's very, very gifted. So
he didn't even need to speak to get Stephanie Vakir. Dang. we using all type of game, all type of lines, and he just came up there and looked at her.
That is crazy. He said he just looked at her like, see, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy though. Because when I found that out, I was like, damn. I was kind of mad, but at the same time, I was like, hey man, props to you, my guy. You winning in life. You definitely winning in life because you got La Primera every morning on these road trips.
Right.
You know what? Let me get over it. But y'all understand where I'm going with. Did Knicks just won that shit?
No, the Pacers did.
Oh, was it a game buzzer beater?
Yeah, Halliburton just hit a 3. No,
damn.
They going to overtime.
Oh, okay. So they all right. Well, at least it's not like the other game, but that's it for NXT's Battlegrounds previews and predictions. That show, I'm looking forward to it. A couple of matches I'm looking forward to it. Sorry, Trick, but I got you in it, but Abe says otherwise, and he might not be honest, but he's definitely on his date tonight. So
1000%. I cannot tell a lie. I cannot tell a lie.
So now we gonna mosey on along here. Saturday night's main event predictions. This is what I make. for? Because right now they only got 4 matches. Yes, we know, ladies, there's no women's matches, but at the same time, it's not a PLE. So it's a network cable television show, and you got Money in the Bank a week after. So it is what it is. These 4 matches gonna bang. So let's just shout out to Minx. How you? Welcome. Long time no see.
What up, Minx?
My sister.
So that's right. Holy Shit Podcast is in the building. So we're gonna go with tag team match, the highly anticipated tag team match. Yeah, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk and Sami Zayn. This match is very, very intriguing, fellas, because of the simple fact of the one variable that we are not too sure about, and that is one Sami Zayn. I think Sami's going to carry on in this match in the tag team, help the team win, or he might lose. I wouldn't be surprised if he'd be the one to take the pin. But how do you feel about Sami in this whole situation right now, Mike? Do you smell something cooking in the air?
Kinda, because he kind of showed heel tendencies after Jey Uso won the title. When Jey Uso was yeeting with the crowd and Sami was just kind of like behind him, he looked like he wanted to attack him or whatever. So I kind of peeped that at first, and then it's like with this whole story, Sami and Seth Rollins are friends or whatever, and you know Sami and CM Punk don't really like each other. So yeah, I sense something coming. I sense either them adding somebody with Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, and Braun Breaker, or Sami could possibly join them and form like this dangerous alliance that they've been putting together.
Yeah, I agree. Abe, who you got?
Oh God, I just don't want to see Sami turn. I see all the comments. I see what they're saying. And I agree. I think it's gonna happen, but I just don't want it. But I mean, he might turn. But what I want to happen is if I was to pick this, I would say Seth and Braun Breaker win. The new member is not Sami Zayn, but the new member is Logan Paul. I don't know why I just feel that.
You're the second person that said that. I've heard that on shout out to Boss Lady and Miami on Talk It Up podcast. They mentioned this the other day that Logan Paul could be that next member in this group. That's interesting to see because Logan Paul is basically got his title match against Jey Uso that night. So it'll be an interesting dynamic to see Logan Paul align himself in that group. I mean, I could see it, but it'll just be kind of. He's a part-time. He shows up whenever he wants. So how would that work?
I don't know. I just got a feeling, but Sami, I feel like if Sami joined the group, he'd be believable. Mink saying him believable, to be honest. Logan's a douche.
Oh
yes,
yeah, he's
thank
straight
you.
up douchebag.
He is. He fits in the group perfectly. But Sami, man, I don't know. If you put him in the group, it's like, man, come on. What did he just? He took away from what the group was. You know what I mean? You got Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, and Sami Zayn. Come on, get out of here.
So y'all think that Triple H is using Sami as his decoy to make everyone
so. Make everybody think it is
to have them turn?
Yep. Definitely.
Is it possible that Sami could still turn but not join Seth Rollins?
That could happen. That could happen.
Because he always said he don't need nobody's help anymore. He's gonna do what's best for him. And he did say a couple months back that he will become a world heavyweight champion or a WWE champion.
Right. They need some baby faces, so I'd rather Sami stay a baby face, you know.
But that's true. And I was thinking about this while watching the Humble Roses podcast because they were saying if Sami Zayn turns heel, who's going to be the one to turn face? I think it's going to be Gunther because the way Logan Paul and Seth Rollins was talking to Gunther on Monday Night Raw, it kind of gave me this vibe that, especially when he was telling Logan Paul that, Jey Uso was this, and you think you can beat him. So that means if you think you can beat Jay, that means you're saying you can beat me. So it's almost like he low-key has respect for Jey Uso at the same time. So, and then Seth Rollins is teasing Gunther, like, let's run it back. Once I become if you win the World Heavyweight Championship, that title's coming to me. So it feels like Gunther, I think his face turn might be coming based on the way they book it. How you guys feel about that, Mike?
That's a possibility. And just like he gave Jey Uso props, he also gave Pat McAfee props too during that promo with Logan Paul. So it's a possibility. It seemed like they teased a couple of times with Gunther turning face or whatever. I think that would be cool. I think I'm not gonna say he's done all that he could as a heel, but as a face, he would have some fresh stories and fresh opponents. They've been teasing him and Logan Paul for a while. Him and Braun Breaker would be a good match. Gunther and Seth Rollins would be a good match. So I'm with a Gunther face turn, but just still kind of keep it how he is, but not as heelish. So yeah, I'm good with that.
Shout out Wrestle Faith for the Cody comment. That's my guy. Cody for life.
Cody was so-called DiBiase and tag with Hardcore Holly, and DiBiase did not have it. Yeah.
Cody, the trendsetter down there.
Right.
Shout out to Kevin. What's up, Kevin? Shout out to Faith that Sammy can do the same thing. Sammy can go a lot of ways with this. He can align himself. He can stay face for a while, but the way they're booking Gunther, I think Sammy's turning. It's just a matter of when. Is he going to be in the tag match? Is he going to be in the match against Logan Paul? Is he going to be in the match against Gunther? Because eventually, Gunther's getting that rematch against Jey Uso. So pretty much, he has opponents lined up already. So the fact of the matter is, knock this one down, knock that one down. Because at the end of the day, Seth Rollins is basically going to be the final boss level.
Yeah.
So we get sooner or later we are going to get Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins. Is that going to be SummerSlam? But who knows? Ming says she can't picture Sammy going heel. Shit, I can. If Kevin Owens did it, why not Sammy? He's been that lovable guy, but I think he's gonna be tired of being in factions because Seth Rollins says he's not a Roman Reigns. He's not like Roman Reigns, but he's kind of acting like Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns had the bloodline. So I don't think Sammy's gonna want to put himself in that position again to be someone's lapdog being told what to do. He wants to be champ. So I can see him still turning heel, but run solo. Oh, no pun intended. And there go the man painting girls. They linking up already. John, your thoughts on
why do I walk back in the show when that? Why do I walk back in the show anytime that word comes up? That's just insane, dude. All right.
Hey, he got plenty of timing better. But your thoughts on the tag team match, man. Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, CM Punk, man. This is the spicy tag team match.
I said it the other day. Like I've been saying it for weeks. Punk's got the first bat at this new Paul Heyman faction. So he gotta try to hit it out the park. Now, I don't think they're gonna win on Saturday. I think Seth and Braun are gonna win because obviously you want to keep them looking like they're this unstoppable force under the advisory of one Mr. Paul Heyman. So I'm gonna say Seth and Braun win. In regards to Sammy, I think he's gonna be. I don't know if he turns at Saturday night's main event, but I can definitely see him turning heel because he doesn't really trust Punk, but he's gonna they're in it together because obviously what happened at War Games, they obviously have issues with Seth and Paul Heyman, so I can see him being a heel. I can see him being a heel eventually. Yo, you don't want to know that story. You don't want to know that story.
All right, you know what? I gotta break down this story. So, Holy Shit Podcast. The origin of the man panties thing is few episodes ago, a long time ago, we was going over the dynamic between Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. How eventually Finn Balor is going to turn on Dominic, which will force him to bring back the demon character. And if he brings back the demon character, we all pretty much predicted he was going to dog walk the shit out of Dominic Mysterio. So our friend Dora, a.k.a. Clickbait Dora, she was like, we need Finn back in his man panties because, when Finn was a demon, when Finn was a demon, he's wearing the trunks. He wasn't wearing pants. So her, Faith, and Nessa have all been lobbying with this movement of freeing Finn Balor from his pants and having him wear his tights again. So they've been saying, man panties, free man pants. So that's where that phrase comes from. Yes, we got it. Yeah.
Oh God.
Dog, the Knicks and the Pacers is putting on a classic.
This game, if Tyrese Halliburton didn't have a size 13 shoe, this game would be over.
Right.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to Triple H for low-key booking this Eastern Conference Finals last year. Because when they had Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson on an episode of SmackDown, who would have known months and months later these guys would be in the Eastern Conference Finals? So shout out to Triple H for unintentionally having a better booking job than Adam Silver right now. Maybe Triple H should probably be commissioner, but that's just booking. See, that's another one. She just joined the man movement.
Oh, man. It's all man panty minks.
Oh no.
Man panties minks. MPM. That's it. She be changing the name a lot. It's like, man, I should have changed her tagline to Man Panties Minks.
That's right.
Shout out to Minks, man. Another Cali Texan connection right there. Shout out to my peoples. She's always with people's love. Nessa's working on some merch. All right, well, Sports4U Wresting should get a 50% cut because that was born on our show. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, just a small cut. You can always send that cut to the brand's Cash App. Cash out the brand at $OTC. Feel free to donate to the brand. We are on the road to Money in the Bank and also collecting fees as well. But moving on. We got Captain No Sale in most people's eyes, Damian Priest, aka also in other people's eyes, the Botch King, going against the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre in a steel cage match. So these guys have been going at it ever since WrestleMania. Technically, they've been kind of at odds since last year's SummerSlam when Damian Priest cashed in to win the World Heavyweight Championship. John, I'm gonna start with you. Who you got winning this match, and how do you feel about this rivalry so far?
It's been a good rivalry. Obviously, there's two big dudes, and they're just beating the living hell out of each other. And I've liked how none of their matches have been regular 1-4 matches. It's either been, obviously, they started at the Royal Rumble when Priest eliminated Drew. Obviously, Priest eliminates Drew in Elimination Chamber. And then they just keep fighting and fighting all over the world.
Hey, John, let me cut you off real quick. I need to address the situation. Minx,
oh, God.
I am never, and I mean ever, gonna call another man Poppy. Let's get straight real quick in a hurry. The OTC calls nobody daddy, let alone Poppy. So, anyway, sorry about that, John.
Minx.
Yeah,
Out of line, Minx.
Be better.
Man, Penny's niece needs to calm down.
Yeah, Minx, calm down. He ain't never gonna call nobody Poppy.
That's funny.
At all.
That's funny.
John, my bad, man. Go ahead, finish. Finish up.
Yeah, so like I said, every match they've had has had a stipulation where it was Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber. They've been in segments where they're just brawling. Obviously, the Sin City Street Fighter Mania, Fatal 4-Way, now a steel cage match. So I think this only works because they're in stipulation matches. Because I don't know if there's an appetite for seeing Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a 1-fall match. They're just literally beating the crap out of each other. So I got Drew winning because he's just on. I mean, he's on fire right now. That's almost like crazy. And this ain't nothing against Priest, but Drew McIntyre has been a good soldier. I think he got to keep getting his flowers for the stuff that he sacrificed within the last 5 years, and he has been through professionally to be in one of these top main event spots. So I got Drew McIntyre winning, but I think it's going to be a hell of a match inside that steel cage.
I agree. Abe, your thoughts on this Priest McIntyre rivalry and who you got winning the steel cage?
It's a rivalry in your chat with Minx. Minx going for Puerto Rican Poppy, and then somebody going for Dominica's Poppy Chulo.
Listen, you know what? This is what we deal with on a weekly basis, man. That's just how it is.
All right. Where's we at though?
It's crazy in here. It's crazy in here. So yeah. So what you think, Gabe?
Which match was we on again?
The ladies are just killing it right now. But yeah, we're talking about the steel cage match with Drew McIntyre and Priest. How you feel about this rivalry and who you got winning?
I mean, I say Drew. I say Drew. I think it's time for him to take a step forward, just like Seth Rollins. I think they two legends who've been putting people over for a long time, and then now it's time for them to shine. So I go with Drew.
Yeah, me saying your battery's kind of low there.
Mind your business with my battery, man. You all in my battery business. Hey, maybe I can't afford another battery.
Hey, it always be your homies, man. I'm telling you, it always be your homies,
man.
Fuck that. It always be your home girls. It always be your home girls, man. It's like, damn.
Always the ones you closest to. That throw you under the bus.
She get in the car talking about you ain't got no gas in the car. I know we gonna make it. We gonna make it. Get in the damn car.
Right, damn. So pretty much every time she get in the car talking about the gas.
Blah. Can somebody wake me up when this mush mouth is done?
I ain't calling Minx no mush mouth though. She crazy.
Oh wow.
It's like I said, just mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business. You know, they don't want to see us. They don't want to see us be great. Nah, I'm just kidding. Right. But he got winning match, man.
I I'm gonna go. Since everybody went with Drew, I'm gonna go with Damian Priest. It's this like one of them. This one story that's just been kind of like I ain't really been interested in because it's this. All they've been doing is just beating each other up backstage and in stipulation matches. I see this cage match possibly being the last match between these two. So I think Damian Priest gonna get the win. I'll go with Priest.
All right. So the next one we got going on here is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Our guy, the main event himself, the heavy champion of the world, Jey Uso, defending against Logan Paul, aka the douchebag, aka the swindler, aka the hustler, hustling people out of their bitcoins. But you know, it is what it is. Our guy's been knocked out 4 straight times. Every time he's come across Logan Paul, he's caught this man slipping at least on 4 different occasions. So eventually, them Samoans got a jaw made out of steel, right? I mean, how many of these punches he gonna take? Because obviously I got Jay winning this match, but I got Logan Paul making this match very, very fun. Mike, what you think about this match with Logan Paul?
I got Jey Uso winning this. Something's got to happen in this match because it's just I don't see it being just a straight one-on-one clean finish. I see maybe some type of interference. Don't know from who, but it should be an entertaining match. I think Logan Paul, he's a good wrestler. He's good in the ring. Jay is decent in the ring. And of course, he gonna have the crowd going and stuff with the interest and everything. So this would be a pretty good entertaining match. But I got Jay winning it.
As Nesta says it, one word, 4 letters. G. Hey man, talk to me. Who you got winning this match, and how you think is Logan Paul gonna try to steal the show Saturday night?
He gonna try, but he in there with Jey Uso. He don't necessarily put on the best of matches, but I think Logan gonna try. Jey Uso will retain. One thing about Saturday night main events I've learned about them, you ain't gonna see no big title change on them shows. So that ain't gonna happen at all. Jey Uso and Steel. But some type of shenanigans with Seth Rollins being involved with Logan, I could see that happen.
You think we're gonna see maybe Sami Zayn in lurking around, pinning on the match order of?
I mean, like I said earlier, you could. Do you want to? No. Like nobody really was asking for the McRib to come back, but they brought it back because there's some people that like it, and that's like Sammy. Everybody don't want that.
I hate that shit. That shit is garbage.
That's how I feel about Sammy. I didn't want to say that, but that's how I feel about Sammy. And so I don't care. I don't care for none of that.
I didn't know you thought Sami Zayn was garbage. That's
I don't think he's garbage. I just don't think he main event caliber. Like I don't see him with the world title.
Not the McRibs. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he a McRib. You from time to time you enjoy him, but he ain't the Big Mac. He ain't the number one every day on the menu.
Right.
That is true. Big Mac is the longest reigning hamburger in McDonald's, if not the first hamburger ever.
Sammy seasonal. Sammy seasonal. Yeah, Sammy that Shamrock Shake.
Oh damn! Oh damn! I never tried that. I'm glad I never tried the Shamrock Shake. I just heard it's just green food coloring and the regular vanilla shake. That's what I heard, but I don't know. John, your thoughts on your main event brethren, Jey Uso and Logan Paul. You think that match is gonna bang, or is like Abe said, Jay don't really put on classic matches, but could this be first?
Jay, protect yourself at all times. First of all, number one, protect yourself at all times. How the heck you get caught sleeping 4 times to this dude?
Yeah.
But when it's said and done, I think Jay's going to win. I don't know if it's going to be a banger match. I mean, look, like I've said this before, Mike, Abe, I'm not the biggest Logan Paul fan as a person. And by the way, I recommend y'all go watch what Karrion Kross said today on Ariel Helwani's show about Logan Paul. I think he's speaking for the locker room. But he has athleticism, but I'm going to give Jay the nod because Gunther's going to be sitting there lurking in the wings. And we get him and Gunther the Raw after Money in the Bank, running him back from WrestleMania. But nah, I don't think it's going to be a banger. And I think the only reason it's in the main event is because Logan Paul is not going to be on national TV and being in the middle of a match, being a mid card. He'll do it for PLE, but if he's going to be on free TV, I think he wants to get every dollar's worth that he can. So that's why I think this is a main event match, because otherwise it should be Cena versus Truth.
I think if this match, I would not be surprised if this match goes first. If this match does go first, we're not going to see a Sami heel turn at Saturday night's main event because that'll just throw everything off. So I can see Jey Uso and Logan Paul getting the first nod to start the show. I think the star power that's in that tag team match, I think that's probably going to be the main event. And then maybe the steel cage is probably going to be like somewhere in the middle. But yeah, since there's only 4 matches, I got Jey Uso, those guys coming out first. So I pretty much got Jey Uso winning as well because, like I said, Logan Paul is not going to win. Oh, they said Jay's main event. Shit.
Yeah, that's why I said it. They said Monday. This is the main event for Saturday night.
So they may open the show with the tag team. Oh, they would have to open the show with the tag team match then if there's only 4 matches because they can't have them that close together, right?
Easy. I would assume, or they open up with the steel, or do you open up with the steel cage with Priest and Gunther? I mean Priest and Drew McIntyre. Excuse me.
You could do that.
You think they could open up the show with John? Actually, let's go into the next one here. The franchise himself, one Jonathan Cena, and our resident uncle, R-Truth, for the WWE Championship. Basically, R-Truth is going up against his childhood hero for the championship. I don't know what's going to happen to Truth in this match, because this is why I called the show the Nemesis Tour, because a few years ago, maybe like a decade ago, R-Truth was beefing with John Cena for the WWE Championship. Obviously, Truth was a heel, Cena was a face, so it's crazy that once again in the Twilight Zone in another dimension, you got a babyface Truth going against the heel Cena. And Truth is still Truth, if you catch my drift. So it's I'm actually interested to see how this match is gonna go. Is Truth really gonna be serious? Is he gonna try to talk with John Cena and John Cena's gonna mop the floor with him? John, I'm gonna start with you because you're a Cena fan. How do you see this match going? And should we pray for R-Truth?
Yeah, we should, because I think first of all, I think R-Truth's going to, and I know a lot of people are upset that this isn't a title match. It don't need to be. R-Truth don't care about the WWE title. He's caring about reading some sense into John Cena. So the WWE title is not even on his radar right now. So I think he's just coming there to stand on business. This is my idol. This is my childhood idol, and I'm going in there to remind him who he really is and not this dude he's been trying to portray for the last 3 months. So he's going in there just to fight. He's going to have the entire arena on his side when he walks out. I'd be shocked if he even comes out singing "What's Up." I think he's coming out there on some laser focus. He's going to be truth, but I think he's going to be laser focused when he get to be out there to go against Cena. Now I do think Cena wins, and he's going to use some of his dirty tactics that he's been using the last couple with Cody and Randy Orton to get the dub. And I said this probably, and I think after the match, Cena's just going to try his best to beat the living hell out of R-Truth. And then that's where, like my theory I told you this morning, I think Jimmy Uso comes to John Cena's rescue and Big Jim gets a shot at the WWE Championship because they got their history. Because I think, like you were saying, Trell, the Cena's farewell tour is pretty much Cena's greatest hits.
Mm-hmm. If I put it this way, if R-Truth don't need a title shot, technically I'm gonna be like, why should Jimmy get one? I think it's just probably gonna be Jimmy fighting John Cena, maybe in whatever next PLE they got coming up, because I'm sure it's probably not gonna be SummerSlam. Because you're not going to sell tickets having John Cena versus Jimmy Uso.
No, I'm not saying SummerSlam. I was saying Money in the Bank.
Oh no, I'm just saying from my own perspective. Like Money in the Bank. That's if they even have John Cena on the card to defend.
He's advertised. That's one of the dates he's advertised for.
Well, I mean, I guess time will tell because Money in the Bank is literally 2 weeks away. So if they can find him an opponent between now and then, could they run it back with Orton? Because I can see that. Because just to have someone come out of nowhere and bam, he gets a title shot, that'd be crazy. But Mike, I'm pretty sure you got to go soon. So your thoughts on John Cena versus R-Truth? Who you got winning?
You know what? I know everybody gonna go with John Cena, but I got a feeling Truth might win, and if he win, it's gonna be on a count out or disqualification. I could see that happen. And I think if Truth does win on Saturday, that's when we start hearing about Truth challenging Cena for the title.
Wow.
That's when they're gonna start picking that up. That's the only way.
Truth. So you're saying Truth to run it back at Money in the Bank, they should get an actual title shot.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. If Truth wins this match, I definitely think that he should get a title shot. Kind of like the Eliminator match on AEW or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that because Nick Aldis could be like, well, based on the events, Truth, you're granted another match with John Cena. This time it's going to be for the WWE Championship or something like that. Because I'm pretty sure no one wouldn't mind seeing Truth go for the WWE title once again, and this time against the heel Cena. You know, make it fun, make it interesting. And we're going to be live in the building anyway, so I would love to see R-Truth in a championship match just because. Because I already know no one's cashing in on John Cena anytime soon. So that I know for sure. And it's Truth and Big Jim, not the little one. Yeah. And who knows? We might get Randy Orton pulling up an eye for an eye. Maybe he's not done with Cena and accidentally costs R-Truth. Accidentally costs R-Truth. I'll say that again. Accidentally cost R-Truth. Abe, your thoughts on this match, and does R-Truth have a hope and a prayer in surviving this John Cena?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just light skinned. I don't see what y'all see in this match. Y'all rooting for R-Truth like fuck that nigga. He don't stand a damn.
Oh man,
John Cena is a 17-time world heavyweight champion. He beat Richard Flair's record, and you got him going up against R-Truth. This is why I watch AEW, man. This is ridiculous. And then y'all stood up here convinced maybe R-Truth. This is John Cena. Ain't no way R-Truth got a chance. No way.
That's why I say count out or disqualification. That's the only way I see.
We ain't got him pinning John Cena now.
Heck no chance in hell.
Count out disqualification in February. It's May. This ain't Black History Month. He don't get no pass this weekend. This is
May. Happening right now.
This is May, Memorial Day. White people know. John Cena's gonna win.
What the?
John Cena's gonna win. Carry that United States flag this weekend. R-Truth can.
Oh man, I'm dead.
Go back to doing what he's doing, man.
Hey man, R-Truth on behalf of Abe from Wrestling from 313 and the old podcast.
Go fuck yourself.
I ain't saying nothing.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Ain't no way this nigga.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with light skin. Hey, we respect the light skin brothers. Okay, that was hilarious. Oh man,
man just said me. I'm light skinned because y'all glazing the hell out of her.
Yeah, like what the hell? That nigga got
man,
a chance. Come on, man, he got a shot in hell. This is just gonna be good TV, like you said.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be some.
Ain't nothing to it. Ain't no title reign.
Look at Faith over here. She said Black folks got no wins during Black History Month. Trick was in the strap match with Eddie.
He sure was. He was in a strap match. That nigga got whooped. I'll never forget that.
Faith. Eddie Thorpe is Native American. He ain't white.
And he laid off. And he laid off Native American.
laid off Native American. I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
Laid off there. Oh, Indian in the covered ass nigga.
Nah, not the Indian in the cover, man. That's
you remember that shit though?
You took it back with that one.
You remember that shit?
Yeah,
everybody had to read. We all had to read that bitch. We all had to read that shit.
Yeah, I did. But damn, that shit's crazy. How much time you got left, Mike? We about to we getting to close to the.
How many more matches y'all got?
Oh, that's all the matches. We just get into our closing segments now.
Go ahead. I could keep going.
All right. So before we get into our closing segments, I do want to take the time to wish Zoe Stark a speedy recovery because man. We was on Tribal Warzone on Monday, and she went for the. I don't know if she's going for the missile drop kick or a thrust kick, but she overshot it because Kairi Sane was way on the other side of the ring, not even in position. So she tried to catch herself, and to make it less graphic, her body went one way and the leg went another, and it was an ugly thing to see live, and to hear the woman just scream out in pain on live TV, that pretty much hurt my soul. So I just want to send on behalf of me and John from Sports4U Wrestling pod, we just want to send Zoe Stark well wishes and a long but speedy recovery, and hopefully she still has a job when she comes back, because around this time, it sucks getting an injury where you're not really shown much on TV. So usually that turns into, featured endeavor or contracts not being renewed. So hopefully she gets sent back to NXT, if anything. But
and that was kind of a mean get well. You like, I hope she get well. Hopefully you get a job too. Hopefully you got some work come back. Get well soon.
It's true.
Hope you still got a job.
Hey, man, we know what it is. Hey man, we know what it is, man. We know what it is. We know how it goes.
Yeah, man. Like it's a business. I mean, it's just like a regular job. If you you keep taking time off for an injury or something, eventually they're gonna find somebody to replace you, or you be like, you know what, just
facts.
So she's a very talented individual. She's a very underrated female superstar on that main roster. I mean, she has one of the best missile drop kicks I ever seen in this business. I mean, just ask Dakota Kai when she gave that woman a concussion so bad, she was out for a couple of weeks, almost a month. So the woman can go, and it's just horrible timing considering that everybody in her faction was laid off, and she was the last one standing. She finally gets put on television for the first time in God knows how long, and this happens. So it's just a horrible turn of events for her. So hopefully she's able to bounce back, if she's able to come back, which I'm pretty sure she will be. Because that's, hey John, isn't that the same leg she messed her knee up the first time?
It looked like it. I think she was. It was. Yeah, it looked like it. But man, I can't, because obviously you can't tell. You can't, because she had on pants. Because usually, back in the day, Zoe Stark wasn't wearing pants back in the day, especially coming back from the first knee injury. And you could see the brace. So the brace, if she had it on, it was under heavy padding, and she was even wearing one. But man, it didn't look good. It just didn't look good.
I think she had it off. I don't think she had it off.
Yeah, she had to, the way her knee bended.
Oh, I don't know. That velocity that she landed, the way she landed, it's possible that just could have just went the way it went without a knee brace. to be honest,
it's just sad, man. It's just sad.
It's just horrible that she went for that move, knowing that she was that far away. Maybe she just thought she had it. Because don't let the cameras fool you. The ring is actually smarter than what it looks like, but still, she literally tried to go coast to coast, in a way, and she usually hits him with them drop kicks, but that one was just, it wasn't good, which led to a one-on-one match with Kairi Sane and Rhea Ripley, which obviously Rhea Ripley won, but ain't no telling how that match, the rest of the match would win if Zoe Stark was there. So Mike, I'm gonna start with you. What are your thoughts on Zoe Stark as a wrestler, and if you caught what happened to her?
First of all, she's a good wrestler. She definitely isn't utilized as much as she should. The injury was, I really didn't see, like, when she landed. I just saw when, like, the referees and stuff were in there, and I saw that it looked like she was holding her leg or something. And then Rhea was just kind of like just looking, just kind of like waiting, and just, until they got her out the ring and stuff. But yeah, man, hopefully she have a speedy recovery, man. It's definitely sad in wrestling when a wrestler is already injury prone, and then when they come back, they have a little momentum, and then they get injured again. So it's unfortunate, hopefully she have a speedy recovery, and hopefully it's not career-ending injury.
Well, yeah, I kind of disagree with you, Faith. I'm not going to put the blame on Kairi Sane of being out of position, because like I stated earlier, it kind of looked like Zoe just overshot it. It could be a combination of both, that maybe she was out of place, but I still think Zoe she thought she had it and she didn't, because the way she was standing, because I think she knew she wasn't going to get it, and she tried to catch herself, and that's how she messed up her leg, because she's trying to rebound from it. But yeah, Abe, what'd you think of what your thoughts on Zoe Stark?
Well, I don't want to get this twisted, so let me just say, as a human being, that's a devastating injury, and I really do hope that she get better. But when she get better, it's like I done already seen enough of Zoe. I'm not saying I don't believe in her, but as a wrestler, she's great. She can wrestle in the ring, but I've never seen nothing personality-wise to let me know you're a WWE superstar. So
Right.
I was hoping she would have got laid off with Shayna and them because she is somebody who got a nice MMA background. She could thrive on the indie scene, reinvent herself, and then come back. But I just don't think WWE is ever going to do her justice. So I would just ask for a layoff. Like, just pay my insurance bill, let me get healed, and let me go. Because I got no faith in them knowing what to do with Zoe.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so we're gonna end the show with our final two segments. First, we're gonna end it with one of our newest segments that we just kicked off last week, and that is entitled "Is That What We Doing?" Basically, it's shout to John. This is the concept was pretty much based off of him because that's one of, if you know John long enough, that's one of his many catchphrases. When you catch him off guard with a good joke, or you just get under the man's skin a little bit, the first thing he says is that what we doing. So we usually, if we see something that's going on in the IWC or on the internet involving the superstar or anybody from the IWC that says something so outlandish, just like, bro, that's what we're doing. So for me, mine is a little bit on the funny side because last week these AIs, man, they are out of control. If you saw last week's episode, you saw how they did Scott Steiner and the baby Steiner math. This week, I came across one, and it pretty much played off of basically when Rhea Ripley and Dominic broke up. Let's see if I can pull this up because it's like, seriously, this is what we're doing. Let's see.
Oh, tell me, is it true? Is it true? Is it true? What? Tell me it's true. What? Rhea Ripley is single and ready to mingle because I'm trying to holler.
I mean, maybe.
Wi-Fi. You know what I'm trying to say.
No, and keep the whip out of yourself.
Man, you see mommy tell her I said hi.
Hey, what's up, so serious, man?
That was wild.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, man. The Dominic Mysterio, that shit looked as accurate as fuck. I don't know about y'all.
I did.
But
1000%.
that straight up looked like a child. And to see the little mustache and the slick back hair, that shit was funny. Hey, Miami, if you got the Jacob one, you got to send me that one. I can use that for next week. Because I haven't seen all of them. Because I'm sorry, Nessa, but they're identical. I'm pretty sure Dominic was the only one that was a real one in that video. To be honest with you, probably had the little baby nuggets, from Gerber or something. I don't know. But
shout out to you,
Mike, you got anybody you want to ask? Is this what we doing?
Let me think. Nah, I can't think of nothing right now. Nah. So I'll pass it on to y'all.
All right. Hey, if you got anybody you want to call out and be like, this is what we doing?
Is this what we doing, man? Finn Balor, man, setting up Diamond Mysterio with Roxanne, bringing around, causing mischief. This is what we doing, man. We stirring the pot, man. We messing up happy homes.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. And Roxanne, I'm gonna add an extra. Roxanne, are we seriously gonna go to the grocery store in the freezer aisle and pick up some Tyson chicken nuggets and heat them up
Hey,
them chicken nuggets
and serve them in a box.
And they're doing some great value.
Like the man likes tendies, not nuggets. Tendies.
Right.
That's already a straight foul.
Man,
that's a straight foul.
She could have went to Wingstop and got him some chicken tenders.
I mean, seriously. And you know what? Just for giving those nuggets, you know what, Roxanne? You seriously got to stop acting like
Damn.
because that's a whole ass move. Getting some nuggets. Like, come on now. I hope Liv beats the shit out you.
Damn.
Love your wrestling, but yeah, Psycho Liv. Hey man, them blondes don't play when they a little toxic. You know what I'm saying? So watch your six. John, my guy, you got anyone you want to ask? Is this what we doing?
Yeah, I sent it to you. So here's this is what we're doing. So we really gonna say Zelina Vega is our new Women's United States Champion. She ends Chelsea Green's reign on the SmackDown after WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
She was on Hot 97 on Ebro's show last week, and now this theory is out that she won the United States title just because WWE re-signed Aleister Black. This is what we doing. We really finna actually legitimize this woman's title reign after she had to play manager for Andrade, manager with Legado, valet with LWO, lose to Rhea Ripley in her native country of Puerto Rico. Not forgetting she was the first queen of the ring, a former tag team champion. She used to go when she was in TNA. Don't get it twisted now. But now, because we get Aleister Black back, we just gonna assume that was the reason why she became the Women's United States Champion. And she had fun with it. She's like, well, if it was really that's the reason, then hey, why I would be the Women's Champion instead. I wouldn't want to be the Women's United States Champion. So that's what we're doing. We using people's marriages as a reason to delegitimize title reigns. Stop it.
Yeah. True. But I will play devil's advocate because I did kind of bring this up when it happened as a joke. I'm not saying that's exactly what it was, but that shit was way too coincidental and very convenient at the same time. Around the same time he pulled up, because let's go through the history real quick. And I said this multiple times. Michin has been on the SmackDown roster way longer than Zelina Vega. Now, mind you, I did say both of them deserve the push. Michin's been working. Zelina's definitely been working, so she definitely deserved, her spot. Michin went 0 for 3 against Chelsea. Zelina just came in and just ran the table and beat Chelsea. Again, coincidentally, this is happening around the time Aleister Black was rumored to come back, and it just happened to happen on the same show. I'm not saying it's true, but I'm not going to say it's false either, because if I'm Zelina Vega, I'm not going to admit that shit to the public, even if it was true. I'm going to be like, hey, I deserve it, which she does. No one's saying she don't deserve it, but you can't deny that it is just pure coincidence, though, that it did happen on the same day.
I see what you're saying, but she would be alienated in that locker room if that was true. And that would illegitimize everything with Aleister Black's return, too.
Yeah. Oh, I believe you. I'm with you. I'm just.
But I get you saying. I'll buy the conspiracy theory with you. But man, it would really be a bad look if that was true, though. But I buy this. Yeah, I can see your conspiracy theory.
Yeah, because I'm always gonna say justice for Michin, because she should have been. This is why I think now Michin should turn heel one day, and just, if that's the way she's gonna become Women's United States Champion, so be it. But she worked just as hard. And Zelina just got moved to SmackDown basically without a reason. They just signed her. There's no reason why she left LWO. It's just that she just got moved. Right when the rumors were saying Aleister Black was coming to SmackDown, or he's getting signed to WWE, we all predicted he's going to SmackDown. So I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm pretty sure that conspiracy theory is out there somewhere. And shout out to the comments section having this Eddie Guerrero is Dominic Mysterio's real father conversation. That shit is hilarious. We all know what it is, and he's making Eddie proud, put it that way. Now we're gonna go with our closing segment, which is what we call we acknowledge. That means it's we give honors to someone or a group of people who said or done something that shows a positive light in the world of professional wrestling. So I'm gonna start off, and I like to basically acknowledge. He was once called the Natural. He was called the Golden One, and that is one Dustin Rhodes, who pretty much celebrated his years, many years. I think 17, close to 20 years of being sober, and still kicking ass in the ring to this day. So I just want to say, sir, Dustin, one, you're a living legend. Two, we acknowledge you because we all know how it is to beat addiction, and for you to survive, to go on that many years, staying clean, keeping yourself healthy, giving back to the business, that would never ever go unnoticed. So shout out to Dustin on that one. Abe, you got anybody you want to give flowers to and acknowledge?
You seeing your pick made me think about somebody who, my opinion, is my favorite wrestler. A guy who's carried WWE on his back, and I hope he's having a nice month off. Shout out to the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, my guy.
Lena, cover your ears.
People don't understand that man carried this company.
Be careful. Hey, you ain't got to argue with us. You ain't got to argue with us.
Hey, man, there's a lot of people out there that call him the politician that don't believe he carried anything, but hey, man, that he earned his stripes, man.
Makes you damn right I'm going to pick Cody. I almost played the song, but it wasn't our show, so I didn't hit the button.
You have every right to if you want to.
But damn it, don't tempt me with a good time. Don't you dare!
Oh man,
good time.
OTC, you approve
at my wedding.
Hey, listen, man. I'm just gonna be like, hey, man. Our guests, we treat our guests with respect, and that's all there is to it. Lena, I didn't know he had a soundboard, so what? So that's all I gotta say. There she go. She was here.
I can play it again. Don't tempt me with the song.
That was fun.
Hey,
I like that.
One more time though. One more time. Hey, one more time, sir.
One time for one time.
Hands up!
I love you, Lena. I love you, Lena.
Hey,
that's the goddamn goat.
You still Sports4U's author. Don't get it twisted, Lena. You still a goat around these parts. You still a legend. So it's just hey man, we have to do it one time, man. You know, not that many Cody fans that come around here. So we have to, we have to make him feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Make him feel loved.
I'll fight my uncle for Cody.
Oh, damn, Lena, not the spike. Hey, man, Trail just trying to be a good host. I mean, damn, we want these people to come back to our show. You know
I'll take the bullet for you, OTC. You know I got you back, dog.
The reviews is everything, man. We gotta, shit. Yeah. I know she's gonna spike the hell out of me. Pause.
See what they want.
Hey, Mike, you got anybody you want to acknowledge?
Yeah. I want to acknowledge this WWE superstar, and I'm just gonna put it out there right now. He's one of my early favorites to win next year's Royal Rumble. Jacob Fatu. This guy's been killing it since he got to WWE, and he's the U.S. champion, and I think him being the U.S. champion is just a step of what's to come for him. As long as he don't get injured, he's about to have a breakout year for 2025. So
Facts.
I want to acknowledge him. And one more time, gotta give a shout out to Abe. Him and the Holy Shit podcast did their thing at the Superior Championship Wrestling Show. So check out their clips and they videos and stuff. They did their thing. So
appreciate that, brother.
No problem.
Shout out to Holy Shit, man. Even
Shout out to
man
Holy
Penny's big. Shout out to all them. Shout out them good people, man. Because Minx was the first one we have from the crew on this show, so it's good to have everybody one by one stepping foot into the sanctuary of Sports4U Wrestling. So shout out to you, Abe, for being here, and shout out to the success.
Be careful inviting Chuck, though. Be careful inviting Chuck.
Chuck funny, man. I like Chuck, my guy. Man, I like Chuck. Chuck, my guy, man.
Be careful with that.
I love Chuck, man. Chuck.
His opinions don't represent all 5 of us.
Hey, we put that disclaimer out on me a couple of times too, Abe. So don't feel bad, Abe. They put that disclaimer out on me a couple of times too, so I know.
Yarmin, that was John, I understand you yourself have a special acknowledgement. Technically, you got 2.
Yes, I want to acknowledge. First season of LFG was complete success. Shout out to Undertaker, Booker T, Mickey James, Bubba Ray Dudley, and everybody who took a part, and all those young talent at the PC. But there can only be one. Well, in this case, it only be 2. 1 man and 1 woman who went on to get contracts in NXT. So I acknowledge Tyra May Steele from Team Undertaker and Jasper Troy from Team Booker T, the newest members of the NXT roster, who are going to be making their debuts real soon. Well, Jasper Troy said I couldn't wait till a couple weeks, Ava. And last night, he sent the message when he took out Obafemi right after his face-off with Miles Bourne last night. You want to make an impact on a brand? That's how you do it. And I guarantee Booker T sitting there looking at his student was feeling like a proud papa. Because because if you want to make an impact, you want to make some noise, that's how you do it. And I watched the final episode, and you kind of thought when Taker said you have a powerhouse as a champion, you're gonna need Sean, you're gonna need somebody who can go with him. And Jasper Troy, he might not be an NXT champion right out the gate, but he's gonna have some gold in his future. And Tyra May Steele, like Bubba Ray was saying, think about when Kurt Angle came to WWE. Now you have a woman who's a gold medalist who's going to make her way up the ranks. And guarantee, and I'm telling you, whoever has that North American title, be careful. That girl's coming. Because her versatility in the ring and on the mic, she could be a face, a heel. It's there. So be ready. These 2 talents are coming. And salute to Shawn Michaels.
She's kind of like a hybrid. It's like if Kurt Angle and Jacqueline had a baby, you get Tyra May Steele because like she kind of reminds me of Jacqueline a little bit, but the amateur wrestling just echoes Kurt Angle, and this is the first time WWE is legit getting a female version of Kurt Angle. Basically, Kurt Angle is the reason why we got Chad Gable, the reason why we got the dude from No Quarter Cash Crew that went to Japan. What's his name?
Tavion Heights.
Yeah. It's like he's the reason why we getting and then the Creed brothers. Like he's basically the sole reason why we have all these amateur wrestling people coming into business and making waves and being put on the main roster, getting this because the success that Kurt Angle had. Kurt Angle was a WWE champion by the year. By the time that following year rolled around, he was already WWE champion. So he literally is, like I said, he's the spawn of all these amateur wrestlers. So to see a female version and to be a sister of all things, it's also even more dope that she's definitely gonna be getting the shine when the time is right. But like you said, Jasper Troy, when he said he's ready to make an impact, I'm like, well, shit, he laid out Obafemi, so it looked like he might be heading one-on-one with Obafemi sooner rather than later after Battlegrounds is, said and done with, because Miles Bourne, let's face it, he's not going to get another shot. So we could see Jasper Troy thrust into the spotlight of NXT quicker than most, because like Booker T was high on this dude since day one, to the fact that he was damn near glazing the guy from the beginning, and to see him actually win, and it's like he is a legit threat to Obafemi. So I don't see him beating Obafemi, but yeah, they need more big guys on that roster to compete with Oba, because I asked this question a long time ago, John. Who the hell is beating Obafemi?
It ain't. I can't see it. And if I was Obafemi, I have my head on a swivel come Sunday night, because I don't think Jasper Troy's done.
No, I don't either. Because if it ain't Jasper Troy, I don't see no one beating Obafemi. I can see him relinquishing the championship, going to the main roster like Oscar did, because ain't nobody beating this man. Like Tony D'Angelo's not gonna be NXT champion. He's probably gonna get called up to the main roster beforehand. So it's it definitely remains to be seen. But that's pretty much it. Mike D, we appreciate you for sticking with us this entire time. I know you had a busy day today, so much love to you, bro.
No problem.
Abe, thank you for stopping by. Shouts to the Holy Shit Podcast. Funny. Exactly. Them dudes and Meeks Mayhem is hilarious. Check them out every morning following Monday Night Raw, SmackDown.
Every day, don't even matter. Just every day. Every day.
Just tune in. In the mornings.
Day.
They be on. You might see Chuck and Abe. You might see Chuck, Abe, and Meeks. Any of them, you catch them. Trust me, they're gonna make you morning. I guarantee it. So we're gonna get up out of here, man. Enjoy Battlegrounds this weekend. Enjoy Saturday night's main event. John, any closing arguments you want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
All right, since Spectrum didn't want me to be great earlier, I'm just gonna rapid fire. Trick Williams beats Joe Hendry, first champion in the crossover. Stacks beat. I think I said earlier. Stacks beats the Don. I think Sol Ruka retains. I think the Culling beats the Josh Briggs and the tag champs. And then next week, I think Ricky Saints beats Ethan Page one more again. And then Saturday night we already talked about Saturday night's main event, but yeah, enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And Stephanie retains against Jordan Grace.
I think because I got Miss Panera Bread herself beating Jordan Grace. And shout out to Abe for that Panera Bread, man, because that will not be funny.
If I hear that, now I'm every time I go by Panera Bread, I'm just gonna think that image is not gonna pop in my head now.
Yeah, let me get that live Panera Bread.
Yeah, let me get that Stephanie Valcour because she got cakes
with a side of pico.
Yes, some Chilean pico. But yeah, man, we're gonna get out of here on behalf of the Wresting from the 313. This is Sports4U Wrestling. We will see y'all next week. Y'all enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Have a safe one, and we are